I wanted to make a Valentine's Day drawing, and I also wanted to give my boyfriend something sweet and thoughtful, and I thought, why not combine the two? And you know, kind of two birds with one stone kind of situation here. I definitely wanted to post a Valentine's Day drawing for Valentine's Day, and I kind of wanted to make something for my boyfriend as well, but I knew I wouldn't have time for both, so that's why I'm kind of combining the two. And that might be a bit cringe. I am sorry, it's cringe for me too. But I guess just forget that these are based off of real people and just, I don't know, think of them as personas or little characters or something, and just watch me draw and procreate. I actually don't think I've made a Valentine's Day drawing before. I feel like Valentine's Day is one of those holidays that just kind of creep up on me. I don't know if it's because it's like, maybe not right after Christmas, but it's so soon after Christmas and New Year's and all that, and I don't know. Valentine's Day isn't something I necessarily look forward to. It's not even something I've ever really celebrated before. I've been with my boyfriend now for, I think this will be our third Valentine's Day together, but we did long distance for the first one. And then for the second Valentine's Day, we were doing mid-distance, and I believe it was in the middle of the week and I was at uni. So for both Valentine's Days that we've had together, we've kind of just had to call and like play games and stuff. So I guess we're still sort of celebrating it, but I've never really felt like, I don't know, I've never made a big deal out of it before. But I do love the Valentine's Day aesthetic, you know, all the pinks and the reds and the hearts, you know. So I wanted to draw something kind of, is cringe the right word? Just something really like sweet and cute. You know, something that kind of screams Valentine's Day for Valentine's Day. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. Another reason why I chose to draw, like, me and my partner is because I just could not think of a pairing to draw. I'll get into that later on in the video. I just want to talk about the drawing first, and then I'll go on about, like, other stuff after. So I drew us in matching hoodies. These are actually hoodies that we own, and on the chest, it actually says our anniversary date, and these were Christmas gifts for me for our first Christmas together. So these are actual hoodies that we own, so I thought it'd be cute if we were like wearing them, though I didn't add the date. And yeah, I wanted to have a like fun and cute pose without it being like too much. And I wanted it to be realistic because this is also just based off of me and my boyfriend, so I had to kind of draw him in a pose that he would realistically do. Other than that, I wanted to keep this kind of sketchy and messy and just kind of loose. Something I really disliked about previous digital art that I've made is when it looks too stiff and too digital, if that makes sense. When it's like the lack of texture and the lack of movement makes it look really flat and like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. You just kind of have to, if you saw it, you'd know what I meant. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been playing around with my digital art for the past year or so. So I wanted to focus more on maybe like lighting and effect more than rendering and shading as well, just because again, this is supposed to be just a quick, sweet drawing, and I don't want to get lost in the details. So yeah, I also made two versions of this drawing that you'll see at the end of the video. So I made a pink version for Valentine's Day, so I guess that's like the main version that I'm posting, and then I made a blue version for my partner because that's more personalized for him. So yeah, that is it for the drawing talk. Just like I said, forget that this is based off of real people, and it's kind of cringe to be posting online, but yeah. Like I said, I wanted to draw a pairing, but I couldn't think of one that I really burned for. I am not the fangirl I used to be. I am sad about that as well, despite it being in my name. But most of my old, like, main ships were from anime, and I don't really watch anime anymore. I feel like I've kind of grown apart from it, you know, especially, I don't know. Not that anime isn't for adults, it's more the, like, sexualization in anime that I just can't stomach anymore. Like, I was able to look past it in the past, but it genuinely just bothers me too much now, so I just kind of given up anime. Plus, I just don't really watch many things in general. I'm more of a reader, so that's most of the media that I consume is from games and books, rather than, you know, anime or shows or movies or anything. And yeah, it takes a lot more for me to really like get into a ship as well, rather than before. You know, I have very high standards now. So, but I can think of a few ships that I'd consider myself still shipping that I guess I could have drawn. And number 1 is Huck and Yona from Yona of the Dawn. I'm kind of sad that I stopped reading the manga because I was keeping up with it for the longest time, and it's really good. Like, if it was that could so be a beautiful, like, fantasy series. Like, I'm talking more books now. But yeah, that it will probably be my number 1 ship in terms of, like, in the anime and manga world at least. Everything about them works perfectly together. I love both characters separately. I love them together. The whole story is great. I love Yona of the Dawn, and I love these two together. And I have drawn them countless times in my art journey. I'll try to look for them and put them up on screen now, but we are going a while back. But yeah, definitely have a lot of content of the two of them together. So I guess it could have made sense for me to make another one of these. I don't know, something about me drawing anime fan art now feels like unfaithful, or like I'm just untrue, because I don't really watch anime, and I don't really care for much of it anymore. And then 2 other anime ships that I could think of, I guess, would be Hanako and Yashiro from Toilet Bound and Hanako-kin, because they're sweet together. That's another manga I actually used to keep up with. And then the other one I can think of is Kyo and Toru from Fruits Basket, because I do also love the two of them together. Other than that, I've kind of had Sonic and Amy on the brain, so we're stepping more to like video game territory. That's because I saw the 3rd Sonic the Hedgehog movie at the movie theaters a few weeks back, and ever since then it's just been on my brain. You know, I was a huge Sonic fan growing up. The movie adaptations have kind of like rekindled it because they've stuck true to a lot of source material, while also, and then like they've done a really good job at just catering to old Sonic fans. They've done a great job of that. And so the 3rd one came out, you know, obviously I had to watch it. My TikTok's been nothing but like shadow stuff, and I don't want to like spoil anything, but with the reveal of a new character in the next movie, I'm kind of like I've kind of got that on the brain now, and I'm anticipating stuff for the next movie. So yeah, I don't think Sonic and Amy are ever really canon at any point, but I think it's implied a lot, and they were sweet together, and I think it'd be nice that in the 4th movie, then we could have this kind of rom-com thing going on with the two of them. That was a ship I was kind of thinking about, but I've also just never drawn Sonic fan art before in my life, so I'm not sure how I would feel drawing like those little characters. I'm more used to drawing people. But other than that, I have some book couples that I guess I technically could have drawn as well. And my 2 absolute favorite ships in the world would have to be A, Jude and Carden from The Cruel Prince, because that's what anyone who has read The Cruel Prince would think, and it is correct. And number 2 would be Evangeline and Jax from Once Upon a Broken Heart. I love them. I love these 4 characters so much, again, both individually and together, and the romance is so good. Other than that, some other characters that could have worked together, I guess, would be Juliet and Aaron Warner from Shatter Me, Katniss and Peeta from The Hunger Games. I was kind of thinking about Rin and Neza. I don't know if I said his name right. From Poppy War, just because I recently read the trilogy and like I've still kind of got them on the brain. But yeah, those were the ideas I was thinking of. And then I was also thinking of a video idea where I could draw your ships. So if you guys could just drop in the comments your favorite ships or the ships that you'd like to see me draw, then, you know, I think that'd be an interesting YouTube video. If I can't think of pairings to draw together, maybe you guys can. So yeah, let me know what you think about that idea. To what I've been up to lately, as I said, I saw the 3rd Sonic movie a few weeks back. I am reading the Book of Azrael. I'm about halfway through now, and other than that, the vast majority of my time has gone towards my current uni project, which is to make a children's book. I am still working on it. This is the reason why I didn't post anything last week, because all of my like artistic abilities and my time is just going towards this children's book, and then I set off like 2 or 3 hours to make the Valentine's Day drawing. But other than that, it's been just children's book all the way. We are nearly done with this project though. I think this next coming week is my last week to work on it, because my crit is then like the Tuesday after. So we're almost done. I'm in the last stretch now. I recorded parts of it, so I guess I am thinking of making a YouTube video about my children's book, or like the progress of my children's book, so hopefully you guys are interested in that. And after that, I'll have time to dabble in some other things. So yeah, if there's anything specific you guys would like to see, let me know. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.